It's On Air Laura with 92.1 Radio Now and Orhonde Chapman, who is not only a writer but also a fashion stylist and designer.
That's right.
And you look fabulous.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You do too.
You're welcome. And we are here today on this week anniversary of Hurricane Harvey, of course, talking about Hurricane Harvey 1 year later and also talking about your story and what
Absolutely.
you've done. So, I mean, let's just get right into it. What happened to you? What do you remember from that week?
Well, actually, on this day last year, I was just explaining that I was waiting in my house to be rescued, something that never happened. I had to go ahead and get out of my home because my home began to flood. When I opened up the door, water really just rushed in at me, and I had to fight my way out of the door just to get, enough to the street and then feel my way around to make sure that I wasn't stepping on anything so I won't sink in the water. So, I saw an 18-wheeler passing down the street with people on it or whatever, and they didn't have hardly any room or whatever, but they made room for me. I'm skinny. So I'm like, listen, you going to let me on this 18-wheeler because I'm not going to die in the water. Amen?
Yeah, right.
So they let me on. They took everybody to the Georgia Brown. And from there, it seemed like, from that storm, it led to other different storms in my life. I wound up being homeless. I had multiple family deaths. I was in a bad car accident, and then trying to come back from all of that, and rebuild your life. It's somewhat discouraging. I was discouraged in many a days. I wanted to give up, truth be told.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see anything else to pretty much live for, but I was reminded that I had to persevere past that which came to oppose me. And it was the storm. And sometimes in life, things come up in our lives and we become discouraged by what life brings us, but we have to fight forward. And we have to think about that sometimes our story can be used to help someone else. So
Right.
I thought about that. So I pushed on.
And I mean, you're here with a smile on your face
Absolutely.
through all of the pain. And we are actually giving away a home to some families that are our finalists that lost their home, a similar situation to you,
Wow.
and going through all this grief. And I met a lot of them on Monday, and same thing, smile on their face.
Absolutely.
And that positivity is what inspires me to share your stories and hopefully inspire other people to still help. There's still people who need help, still people struggling like yourself.
Right.
But what I want to talk about too is how you kind of took all this pain and put it into your work, and you created this
Yay.
beautiful collection
Absolutely.
of dresses, and you're calling it the Survivor Collection.
The Survivor Collection. So I created the Survivor Collection at one of the lowest points in my life. Actually, I was in the middle of the storm. And for the singer, you're inspired to sing. For the runner, you're inspired to run. But for the fashion designer, you're inspired to put everything in your fashion. So I did that, and I said, you know what? I'm going to create a collection that is going to be an inspiration of everyone who came through the storm, going through the storm, trying to recover from the storm. And I'm going to put all that and make it beautiful. I use dark colors to show how, sometimes the storm brings dark things to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to make it beautiful by creating this masterpieces of dresses in which I created. I made 3 signature pieces at first, and I released them in December.
Yeah.
But after December, like I said, I faced so many other storms. I found myself surviving past deaths in my family again, and I found myself surviving past homelessness and, just discouragement. And I said, you know what? I have to be inspired within myself again to keep on creating. So I released this other half of the collection this month that I'm so very proud of. The Survivor Collection continued. And
Yeah.
it's basically inspiring people to continue to survive because this is ongoing for us. I haven't reached a place where I've made it yet, but I'm surviving, I'm recovering. And in that, you have to have some sense of hope to still inspire somebody else. At least I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful collection.
Thank
it
you
really
so
is.
much.
Where can people purchase or see it, live in person?
Well, actually, I have a couple of things in the works. I have some shows that I'm going to be a part of. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Orhonde Chapman on Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be posting some things in days to come as to where you can purchase it. If you want to purchase it, you will definitely have a piece of history in your closet, on your body, whatever you want to do with it, it is history.
And they're timeless pieces, too.
Absolutely.
They're so
Absolutely.
gorgeous.
And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make them timeless, elegant, and, wearable for anybody, Of course, I was thinking thinking about extending it to add something for men because there were men that survived as well. So
Of course.
I want to make this an ongoing thing. So what I'm doing is I'm auctioning off one of my pieces, and this piece is called Beautiful Devastation. I'm auctioning off that piece so that I can keep on creating, so that I can keep on helping others to recover and survive. So,
That's beautiful. I love that you're doing that. And
thank you.
it really shows how strong you are as a
Absolutely.
person, because you, like many others, went through so much pain, and you're, flourishing, you're blooming, you're, surviving.
Yes, ma'am.
Which goes right with the collection, the Survivor
You know
collection.
what, Laura? Since I'm in the radio station, I'll just say this. When I created the collection, I have a whole concept. I'm a creative. So I thought about, even with the promo video, I was
Okay.
inspired by Destiny's Child's I'm a Survivor,
Yeah.
the song Survivor. I put that in my promo song. And when Beyonce said, I'm going to survive and keep on surviving, I'm a survivor, I felt that down in my soul, sis. And I hold on to it.
Yeah.
So I was inspired by that song as well, because it's empowering. And I had to put it all together to create everything in which I created with the Survivor collection.
And then you also have another surprise
Yeah.
that you have not announced yet.
I have not officially announced it. I've given you only the cover. I've
Yes.
given nobody else the cover. I am coming out with a book entitled What Happens After the Storm, a Hurricane Harvey survivor story.
So amazing.
OMG. I wrote this book in the midst, again, of the storm, in the midst of my trials. I am detailing everything that went on, from my discouragement, from my setbacks, to everything, to me creating my collection. All of the details of that will be in this book. It's a book of perseverance. It's a book of faith. It's a book of hope. I will be releasing it sometime next week. I'll have it up for pre-order so people can get it. But you are the first to have
On
the cover.
Amazon, you said, right?
Yes, on Amazon. So it'll be next week. You are the first to have the cover, though. I love you that much.
Yes. I'm so excited to read it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a dress and sit there and
You
read the
better.
book, and
Yes.
it's gonna be great. It's
Yes,
gonna be great.
absolutely. You most definitely better. I look forward to it.
And let's talk fashion, because
Yes,
Houston is so diverse when it comes to style.
Yes.
Like diverse when it comes to people as well. And there's so many different just designs out there, and people creating every single day, and so many amazing artists here. So, I mean, what does the Houston fashion, scene mean to you here, and why did you choose to create here?
Well, the Houston fashion scene means a lot to me here because, for one, I'm a resident of Houston. I belong here. I'm here. And, I just felt the need to create here again because, everything that we go through, we showed the world during Harvey that we were Houston strong. It was only, it only made sense for me to create here.
Right.
I believe that in each and every region, city, state, wherever you stay, you have the ability to make a difference at whatever you do. You just have to dig deep down within yourself and figure out, hey, what do I have to offer the city? And what I had to offer was, hey, my creation, the Survivor Collection, my book that's coming out. That is the things that I had to offer as far as my creation and my creativities. I think that, there are a lot of other great people here who have a lot of great things to offer. It's just figuring out how to offer those things and how to meet the people where they are and how to relate what you have going to your target. And that's exactly what I'm doing and what I have done.
And we're getting into fall.
Yeah.
Let's talk about fall trends.
Absolutely. So for the fall trends, I know that we will be seeing a lot of floral. Floral is making its way back, a lot of dark floral.
Okay.
Actually, the Survivor Collection, if you look closely, the material is a fox suede. But the print on it it's an olive green, but a black floral print. Good for the fall that's coming up.
Yes, I love that, and I love your outfit today
Thank
too.
you so
Peep
much.
the pants.
Thank you so much.
Show
So I
some
need to
leg.
stand up.
Show some.
Give them a leg.
Yeah, give me a little turn. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, he needs to come redo my closet.
Of
clearly.
course, I definitely will for the on-air Laura.
Well, what's next for you after the book, after the collection? What's next on the agenda? What's the next big project?
The next big project, I'm going to reveal it to you. Again, I haven't told it to anybody else. I'm working on another collection. It's not another Survivor collection, but it's another collection that is going to blow the world out of the water. So inspiring, so impactful, and with a lot of meaning as well. And it will be very beautiful.
And
So-
that's my favorite part about
Yes.
everything you do is it comes from somewhere. It comes from
Yes.
passion. It comes from not just an idea. It's, I feel this means something to me, and that's so amazing.
Right. Yeah, I most definitely have to put that in everything I do. So, like I said, I'm working on that collection and just trying to look for other ways to be inspirational and trying to keep it ongoing. I don't want to just do this and then stop. I want to be ongoing. That's why I put one of my dresses up for auction so that I can keep on doing it, because truth of the matter is we have to pay for this stuff, It's not cheap, and I'm still recovering. So I'm just looking for ways to pay for what it is and fund my vision while helping somebody else to have a vision of their own. I believe that without sight, how can you create? You have to be able to see it in order to believe it. So
I like that.
yeah. So I believe it, I see it, and I feel it. So that's what I go by. So yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
It's
you,
been so
love.
amazing.
It has. Thank you.